Tanya the Canadian Stamper. I think I'm sick today for some reason, which is not awesome. Just gonna pull up your comments. Happy New Year to everybody joining. It's been 2 weeks since I did a live, so I'm excited to get on here and get rolling with a craft project. We're gonna make 2 cards today. One of them is gonna be like for a beginner crafter, and the other one is gonna be for like a casual crafter. So let me flip you around and let's get started. Sorry, I'm looking at my comments and just make sure I'm all set up behind me. See, you can see what I see, watch. See, you can see what I see. There's me. Okay, get you in the cradle. Let's do it. I'm excited. I was building the cards for the birthday Blitz class that's coming up, and this is like my favorite. I have a lot of cards when I'm going back through my you know, what I've saved and everything, and I think this is a favorite of mine. So let's go over what we're doing here. So I'm in the annual catalog, page 16, and this is a fun stamp set because it's reversible. So this is a carryover from last year, from Stampin' Up's catalog last year, and there was some other samples. If you have that one, I should have grabbed it. But it's basically showing you here, see how this is the mountain where it's got the image, and then you can reverse the stamp to get like a shadow image behind, and you can do that for all of these. And if you didn't know, I'm gonna just bring this up so you can see. In the catalog, do you see how this is a bit pink and then this is dark? The shaded means that it coordinates with the dies, and it says that right there. Coordinates with Majestic Mountain dies. So we're not going to use the dies today, but the dies are fun too. Okay, so let's talk about new catalog. Comes out on the 4th of January, very exciting, and Celebration, which goes until February 28th. So for every $60 or $120 you spend, you get a free item out of this catalog, just for a couple of months. That's what Celebration is. And then there's a join option as well. So if you want to be part of the crafting sisterhood, choose $165 worth of product, get it for $135, and the bonus, the join bonus, is 2 free stamp sets, which is awesome. And the stamp sets can be from any of the catalogs. So that's very exciting. And you get a 20% discount and more crafting than you'll know what to do with yourself, because there's a lot of us. We're like a little sisterhood and we craft, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so this block is I, and then this is a D block. So this one is good because if we look at our stamp, so here's our stamp. So this is the like image side, and then this is the flat side. So we're gonna actually stamp with the flat side down, which would be kind of like the reverse of how you would be mounting your stamp and whatnot. Whoops. I just want to pick this up. I'm gonna just get my mat. So with photopolymer stamps, which is what these are, you want to have a mat, because, or something squishy, so that when you push it down, you you're able to get a good impression. Okay, so we're gonna keep it simple. A beginner crafter is really ink, stamp, and paper. That's the essence of it. So we're gonna use these 2 colors today. And I just wanna get the name of the gal that I am casing. We call it casing when we copy somebody else's design. What's her name? She's got, I think it's A Touch of Whimsy is what it's called. And how was everybody's New Year's, by the way? I know, Kate, I love free stuff too. Love it. Linda Dalke, D-A-L-K-E, that is her name. And she's done, so she's got a blog. I think she's from the States. So yeah. So these are the two colors that we're gonna use. And what else can I tell you? There's another gal, her name is Sense of Whimsy, and she does a really nice version of the Mountain Air stamp set. So I thought my new catalogs would be here soon, but UPS just told me that I'm not gonna be getting my goodies until Tuesday. Quiet night with the family, that's nice, Kate. Me too. Lance, Zach, and I hanging out. Okay, so we have a standard A2 card base on basic white. I'm gonna use Blushing Bride. Oh, I need a piece of paper, sorry, hang on. Just need a mat to stamp off. So you can, any scrap piece of paper, but you can get these mats from Stampin' Up, which are, they make your work surface look pretty while you're doing it. Make sure I'm in the camera. All right, so this is a pretty long stamp set. So just as a reminder, we have the flat side, so non-image side on here. And I'm gonna ink this up. And we're gonna do something called generation stamping, which is where you stamp off once or twice and then lay your image down. So let's just talk about this card for a minute. So it's ink stamping paper. That's what a beginner crafter, it's really just focusing on the basic tools. And so I'm going to make like a mountain scene. I think it'll be good for a mail card. And I'm going to start, and then I'm going to build up some layers coming forward with some darker colors, which is the night and navy. So the generation stamping is pretty cool. Of course, I make no guarantees that I'm going to be amazing at this because, you know, it's live stamping. So we're going to roll with whatever we have. So that's first generation. This is second generation, and I want third generation on here. So super light. Blushing Bride is light. See, you can barely even see that. But that's what I'm going for. Okay, so now I'm going to ink this up again. Same in Blushing Bride. And I'm gonna stamp off one time, and I'm gonna layer the mountain. So there's my one. And I'm gonna offset the peaks a bit. Sorry, I gotta get my head over it. Guys, stand by. Gotta give them a melon. So there's second gen, like so. And I feel like I'm gonna go 3. I did not ink this up. I left it as third generation because I feel like, see, no guarantees, guys. So when I stamped this one, it had ink here, and then when I stamped the next one, I moved it over and it picked up a darker piece here. Okay, so let's see if I can fix it. Of course I can fix it. Just gonna line up. So I'm second generation again, and I'm just lining up this stamp on the side here. There. All right. So now I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna put the trees on. So this stamp set, you would definitely need to have a longer block. Usually I recommend this D block because it really does a good job as far as the different styles of stamps, but this one you would need this long guy. All right, so we've got the trees mounted. I'm gonna put away the Blushing Bride, and I'm gonna bring out Night of Navy. So I have mounted on here the flat side, if you will. I might need to ink this ink pad up actually. Yep, it's looking pretty dry. That might be a problem. We might have to switch to a different color. Let's Let's see, this is an older style ink pad too. So this is like the newer style, and then this is the older style, which there's nothing wrong with the older style ones. You just get reinkers and away you go. I just want to see how this is stamping. It might be okay actually. Let's try. It's just paper and ink. We can just get more because it's just paper. Cheaper than replacing fabric. That's what used to happen. I would be like sewing and a super expensive piece of something of fabric, and then I mess it up and then I gotta replace it. Okay, so I'm stamping off once, that's the first gen. And I'm coming down just to kind of the bottom of my Blushing Bride for second generation. So there's my trees. So I've got this, I'm just gonna bring this up to the camera so you can see. Do you see the effect we're getting? My house looks out towards downtown Victoria and we can see Mount Baker, and I always love the mountain landscape, and I've tried so many times to kind of get the layers of different colors that Mother Nature brings. It's really difficult to replicate. Whoops. But this one's doing a pretty good job. This Blushing Bride with the blue, it's pretty. All right, so now we're gonna flip this stamp over because they're reversible. So I'm gonna pick this up. So now I've got the image side down and I'm picking this up, and I'm gonna go with my Night of Navy again. Normally you don't have to ink it up this much, but I will re-ink this afterwards. I think I have a video on re-inking over on my YouTube channel, if you haven't checked that out yet. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like, these trees. It's not gonna be awesome because I don't have my mat underneath. Yeah, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm gonna go first generation because I want the trees to really stand out. Did everybody make it up to the end of New Year's, like up to midnight? I'm going to just offset these trees a bit. So that's, where was I? Oh, it offsets already because I'm the opposite side of my stamp. Where do I want to go? Right about there. So with these long stamps, you want to make sure to apply pressure kind of along it, straight up, straight down. Nailed it. Love it. So that's really kind of it for the basic stamper. Just gonna put this off to the side. We're gonna stamp our sentiment and then this one's done. Barely made it. The other day, geez, when was it? Lance made me a espresso martini at about 7 o'clock at night. And I didn't really sleep, surprisingly. It did not go well. So this is an H block. So I'm gonna pick that up. So now this is a cling stamp. So see how it's got my squishiness in there. That's fine, I'm still gonna use my mat, doesn't matter, but it's really the photopolymer stamps is the ones that we wanna be careful with. So I'm gonna line, because I'm doing a sentiment, I wanna line up the edge of my card on my mat or on your grid. I think I'm gonna use the Night of Navy again for my sentiment. So I used Peaceful Moments. This is a bundle from the Poppy Suite. I'm not sure what page it's on, but the Mountain Air, let me just bring it back. It doesn't have a sentiment with it. It's just for scene building. Okay, and then I'm gonna add Life is Better with a Friend Like You. Beautiful. Simple, and it shows a technique. So just ink, stamp, and paper. We've got generation stamping, and we've used 2 colors, 1 stamp set. You could add, there's a moon in here. Should I add a moon? Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add these, look at these teeny tiny little birds. I'm doing birds. Got a little tiny block, and I think they go this way. I'm gonna add, so really just tap, tap, gentle. I don't know, do you guys think moon or no moon? That's the question. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna add some birds though. It's just the gentle, it's just the little touches, I think I've said that before, that make the card awesome. Moon or no moon? Kate says moon. All right, Kate, let's get our gray. We're doing the moon. So I'm gonna use Smoky Slate. I had a different color palette. I was gonna use Balmy Blue, Smoky Slate, and Night of Navy. Then I decided I wanted some of the pink in there, which I'm happy with. Okay, so let's pick up, so the moon is reversible as well. I'm gonna just do the art side, if you will. And I'm gonna stamp it here so you can see. Kyle says moon, Marie says moon. Ooh, see how dark that is? That's a dark moon, y'all. I'm gonna go, I feel like I'm gonna go second generation for sure. Let's try third. Yeah, third is too light, but for sure second. So let's go first. Yeah, and let's go second. So do you guys try generational stamping? Ooh, that's pretty. Bet you even could have gone for a third up there. It's a bit dark. It's okay. I like it. Now, let's do our number 2 card. So sticking with the same generation stamping and color scheme, we're going to switch up some of our card, like our materials. So let's set this one aside, and we're gonna do, this is a Night of Navy base. And so we're going to add Night of Navy mountains. So and then we're gonna build a scene here. So let me, so do you guys know the 3, I'm just looking for another block, the 3 styles of crafters. So we say there's beginner, casual, and avid. So avid crafters are people who need to have it all, like all of it. They have all the things, all the embellishments, the papers, fun fold techniques, the cut, stamp, and emboss machine. Yeah, and they just, they do a bunch of techniques, and yeah, it's just, and you evolve, right? You find your style of crafting and do your thing. Now, a casual crafter is somebody who has lots of the toys and lots of the doodads, might have one of the stamp, cut, and emboss machines, but focuses on just sort of developing from a beginner stamper, which this would be beginner stamper, and then this is going to be a casual, and then off camera, like afterwards, I'll post, and it'll be like a third, like a kicked up version, so you can see kind of the levels as you go. So when I was starting my crafting, I like, don't be super hard on yourself, because it took me a bit to learn all the different jargon and techniques and sort of what your style is and what you like and maybe what you can live without. So the casual will have punches, get into paper and embellishments and fun things. I was a casual crafter. I think I still consider myself a casual crafter, but I just have to have all the things too. I can't necessarily use them all, but I have to have them all. And then I rely on my stamping sisterhood to help me, and YouTube. I've done it with trees on Christmas cards. I think you're talking about the grading stamping. That's good. Did you like the technique? Perhaps. So obviously I'm just building up my mountains in the back. First generation. This is Night of Navy on Night of Navy. And so I'm kind of offsetting as I go. And then this is a piece of basic white and Night of Navy again, and I'm layering it like so. Now, in the gal, the Sense of Whimsy, that's the gal that I'm casing, basically means copying. Casing means copying, but in Stampin' Up, that's what you do. You're encouraged to copy and share, and then give credit to whoever, you know, created the original design, which is what makes some of the crafting less stressful, in my opinion, because it's wonderful to be able to appreciate somebody else's design and make projects. These are daubers, finger daubers. What are you doing, Tanya? I am looking for a blue. I'm not sure if these are in the catalog or not, but these are finger daubers. I'm gonna pick up some ink, and then I'm gonna go around the outside. Just wanna make sure I'm inked up here. So, I'm just adding a bit of color. You can barely, I don't even know if you can see it on the camera. Mice effect. Is that what you call this, Kyle? Mice effect? Is that what you mean? What does that mean, mice effect? So I'm adding blue. So this is meant, what she's saying, Sense of Whimsy, is to add some, sometimes we just use colored cardstock to separate, you know, blue from blue. But in her design, she's using color around the outside to kind of add a bit of depth. This is really good for antiquing as well. Finger daubers. These, if we still had these, they would be in the tools section. Okay. So now let's go back to our, let's clean our stamp and let's go back to building our scene. So we're going to do the same technique that we did in the first card. I'm going to use the same colors so we can get the same effect, but it's going to be on this little piece of paper instead. So here's my Blushing Bride. And I've got the mountain stamp set, which I'm going to use the flat side because I want to do my background. So I'm going to pick that up. Oh, nice effect. That makes more sense. Kyle, I thought you knew a technique that I didn't know. I had FOMO for a minute. Okay, so I'm stamping off once. And I'm going to go a bit higher on this one to start off, so I leave room for my sentiment. And we're going to add trees. Oh my goodness. What happened there? I think I didn't clean my stamp off properly. 1 second. Look at that. It's like you never even knew it happened. Huh. Geez, I hope I don't have blue in my ink pad. That would be lame. Whoops. Let's go this way. Okay, let's get a fresh. Okay, good there. Let's try that again. Much better. So I'm gonna do second generation, actually no, I'm gonna stamp up again, ink up again. and stamp off. Because remember how I had that dark piece on the one side? That's one, this is two, I'm going three. So I'm offsetting my mountains. I think I probably needed to come down a bit more. Yeah, I do. One. I'm gonna go second gen. Where do I want to go? Here. Yep. Is that enough pink? I might do, I feel like maybe, here, let me show you what the mountains look like. I'm itching to stamp the mountains, ladies. So let me show you what it looks like. I feel like this one could be mountain worthy. I love these mountains. Actually, let me show you what I did. It's not amazing artwork, but it's how I make cards and build things. I'll show you so this is my attempt at getting this sort of effect. I heat embossed on white the mountains, and then I tried to use not sponge daubers, but the other brushes that we have. Where are they? These ones, these brushes. It did not go well, but then I took the mountains on crumb cake. This is black, obviously, and it's heat embossed. And then I tried to heat emboss with a bit of white to make it look like snow. And then these would go maybe like that to add to it. So this is Misty Moonlight with white embossing, and this is Night of Navy with white embossing. And then this is gray with silver embossing. And then I tried to do the sponge technique again, but I didn't like it. I was not happy with it. And the other thing that you can do with this stamp set, which is why this is here, is for masking. So for example, let me show you. Let me show you on this one. So if we were to take this, it's just a piece of paper. You can do it on a Post-it note. So what you do is you stamp your image on a piece of paper, and then you fussy cut, which is just taking your scissors and going around the edge of it. Or you could die cut it in this case because this set has dies. And then you're gonna go cover your image. And then I'm gonna show you, I don't know if it'll show up on here, but this is the ink we have and the stamp is ready. So I'm just gonna show you what masking is. So you cover this up, and then we're gonna add, wait. It's supposed to have a bit of stickiness on it. I do it on a Post-it note usually. See? Then you get it in the background. That's masking. So see how the pink did not get here on this one, but it's in the background? Masking is a fun technique too. All right, let's get back to it. So I feel like I want to do a row of mountains like the actual image. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's first gen. Let me see what the second looks like. I might go first generation. It might look terrible. It might look awesome. So we're doing it. We're doing it. So I'm gonna come down just to, am I? Yeah. Yes. I like it. What do you guys think? I feel like I'm gonna do the pink on the, flat mountains. Oops, my thing is wet. Just to bring up this base. It's a ton of layers. So I'm gonna stamp off once. I'm gonna offset my mountains. Yeah. is that blue coming from? Look at the blue. I think I'm picking it up on my mat. It's fine though, it's good. I'm happy with that. So there's the other one. Okay, let's do the trees. Then we're pretty much done. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my Night of Navy. And that's dark. I'm cleaning this from the last one, and I wanna put the other side down. So you can, with these photopolymer stamps, see how you can bend them? So you could get not a straight tree line, you could get it slightly curved if that's the look you're going for. So sometimes with bigger stamps like this, you can flip it over and take the ink pad to it if you're more comfortable with that. I'm gonna stamp off once and try and cover up my blue boo-boo. And I'm still trying to leave some room at the bottom for my sentiment. Ooh, that's nice and dark. And then I'm gonna do, let's do second gen just to see. Oh crud, it might be dark on the right side. It's a little bit. So now we're gonna stamp a row of the trees, like the image. So when you get a stamp set, what I do is I take them all out, mount them all, and then stamp them with some different colors. So if you're not on my newsletter list, or you need help with color combination, I have it's a free download. I just did a newsletter on Thursday. Thursdays I do newsletters, which sort of sums up all the news. So let me know if you need to be on that. Oh, here comes Willow. Anyways, the color combination chart helps with kind of what goes with what. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm just going to do my trees. I love it. I just love the stamp set. Look at my hands. All right, so let's see where we're at, where this is coming along. So here's our basic crafter. Here's our casual crafter. And then let's use the same stamp set. Sentiment, because it's mounted, ready to roll. Willow, no. My cat likes to eat plastic. And do you want to see her? Can you see her over there? She's, whoops. She just took off. She likes to eat the plastic that's over there. And so I'll be working away in my craft room, and then I'll hear her crunch, 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 crunch on the plastic. Oh my goodness, Willow, again, with some other plastic. Okay, let's get our, oh no, my sentiment is not, uh-oh, it's too long. Too long. So let's use, I need a happy birthday. I wonder if this happy birthday will fit. Ooh, just maybe up here? No. Let's see. Ooh, congratulations might work. I'm gonna do a thank you. This is a good stamp set. It's got lots of, oh, that's nice. Speaking of stamp sets, if you maybe didn't see yet on social media, I've got the birthday Blitz class. So the stamp set is awesome. It's got similar ones to this. I don't have it yet. I've just seen it in my catalog. So it's 10 projects and you get the stamp set. It's got happy birthday, thank you, congratulations, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day. It's sort of got like, I think it's got a happy Easter. I can't open the catalog to show you. I'm not allowed to. I can on Tuesday. But anyways, it's a really good stamp set. Birthday Blitz is going to be fun. Kate, it'll be your first class, well, second class, because we did a class at work, but it'll be fun. So you get 10 projects. There will be 5 different designs, and you'll make 2 of each of the designs. And it's going to kind of be a sampling from the new mini catalog and the annual catalog. So it's going to have lots of goodies like samplings, so embellishments and different things. So here's a couple of the embellishments actually. This is a new ribbon. It's called Frayed Ribbon. And it's, I always test to see, does it make a good bow or not? This one's a bit big for a bow, but I did pull this at the bottom, and I feel like this would be nice to have either this way underneath a sentiment strip, or this way, sort of coming out the side of your sentiment strip. Anyway, so that's one. And then this is another one. These are brushed brass butterflies, which are super cool. They're like, yeah, they're hard. They're not necessarily enamel. So they've got adhesive back on them. So those are fun. Okay, so just so that you know what I'm doing, I've added dimensionals to the back of our focal panel after I stamped a sentiment. It's gonna be awesome. Kate, I will bring a catalog to work. Well, they'll come in on Tuesday, I'm hoping. That's what UPS tells me. And I will bring one in. And I will also post a PDF version of it as well, so people can see. This is a problem because I feel like I'm getting ink on my card. Oh yeah. All right, this blue is very blue. Okay, so I've mounted this. Now I'm gonna put this on here. So I'm gonna use Tombow glue if it's not clogged. Do you guys put the lids back on your Tombow? I never do. Ooh, look at that, it's not clogged. It's because I've been crafting. So, see how we have, I'm gonna bring it up to the camera because you can't totally see. Just let that get tacky. I guess I could have added the moon. So see how it's got this in the background? Yeah, with the, you know what, Wendy, I do that with Night of Navy, and Cherry Cobbler is also my nemesis. Not the other reds, just Cherry Cobbler. Needs to get all over my body. Okay. Do you think I should add the moon? Ooh, I gotta add my my birds. So with a casual crafter, I think if you want to be labeled as a level, you don't want to do what I've just done, because I've popped it up and now I'm stamping. It's possible that you're not going to get a good impression when you do that. All right, so moon or no moon. You could actually do the moon, and you could die cut it out. So all of these have die cuts. Oh, shoot. I meant to add trees. Do you think I can add a tree? Let's try. Let's try. I needed a tree right there. Maybe one tree? I'm doing it. One tree. Hi, Willow. No, you can't come up right now, sweetie. Sorry. Nope, nope. Oh my goodness. No, Willow, please. Oh, sweetie. You're gonna have blue on your toes. Sorry about that. Willow. I know. She's not very happy with me. All right, so let's see if this is gonna work. It's possible I could ruin my whole card here. It's possible. No, Willow, not right now, please. She wants to come out and see what's happening. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. My tree. That's good. All right, here's hoping. I got excited with my dimensionals. Okay, so I'm lining up the base. I've got a dimensional right here and here, 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 and here. So I'm gonna try and tuck the tree, holding my breath. Do not do this at home. Do not follow my lead. Damn. Okay, I'm going back in. So this is an opportunity of where the Stamparatus would be your friend. The photopolymer stamp sets are pretty cool too because you can see right through. So I'm trying to cheat. Let's see if it works. Good enough. Okay. It's not terrible. I'm gonna redo the panel because it's gonna bother me, but that's okay. And so this is our beginner crafter, ink, Stampin' Paper. And this is our casual crafter. Oh, so the other thing you're gonna wanna do for the dark cardstock is put a piece of white in here, and then I would actually stamp one of the trees inside, perhaps in blue. So there's the two cards. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Where are we at for time? 45 minutes, so that's pretty good. And I'm gonna make the third card for an avid crafter, and then you can check back. I'll post it on Facebook and whatnot. And I'll upload this to YouTube as well, so don't forget to check that out. And I've got the class coming up at the end of January, which is also on Facebook. And my newsletter list if you need to be on there. And the new catalog on, I think it's Tuesday. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I had fun. Thank you for your participation. And I hope that you have a look and comment on the 3 levels of the projects there when I get it posted here in about a half an hour. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Happy New Year, and bye for now.